You gotta watch this.
So it is true. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. I'm going to show you through science what the Bible is speaking on when it says the things that it says. So, for instance, Scripture says to call those things that are not as though they were. It says walk by faith and not by sight. It says be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours, right? So, this is describing a divine biological law built into your nervous system. There are instructions for using your God-designed brain the way it was created to function. So, the brain fires the same neural circuits when you imagine something as when you experience it. So here's the proof. Neuroscientist Dr. Alvaro Pascual-Leon from Harvard proved that people who mentally practiced piano increased the same motor cortex activation as people who physically practiced. Also, Olympic athletes, Navy SEALs, and special op groups use mental rehearsal to program their nervous system. So, any athlete, football, whatever, they practice winning. They see themselves winning. They see themselves doing the plays that they were successful at doing. Navy SEALs see themselves accomplishing missions that they've accomplished before and applying it to the upcoming mission. So when they see themselves winning, the brain doesn't know that it's just practice or rehearsal. The brain thinks that this is actually going on, right? And so it says here that the fMRI scans show that visualizing an event activates the same sensories, emotional and motor areas as living it. So this means that your brain treats imagination as experience, and that means your body responds as if it's real. So your nervous system reacts to imagined danger or imagined success, like fear. So fear, you imagine, releases cortisol. Success, you imagine, releases dopamine and endorphins. Love, that you imagine, releases oxytocin. So the body reacts to thought as if thought is reality. And this is why Scripture commands thought discipline. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Think those thoughts that are not as though they were. That one is the biggest one for me. And so it already tells us how we are, let alone who we are. And so when we stop looking at rules and start looking at the way we were designed, and me going to science and seeing the comparisons, it's only proof for me. I mean, you can't deny that when you look at athletes, when you look at Navy SEALs, when you see that this is their type of rehearsal, they even do meditation rehearsals, right? Practices, I'm sorry. And these things actually work because our bodies were designed to operate this way. This is God designed, guys. There is no other way around it.
This is why we need to be careful too in using our imagination, because we're actually developing thought patterns that can build up sinful or holy thoughts. It works both ways. Take every thought captive and bring it under obedience to Christ, and follow for more kingdom content.